Hello everyone, Hayden here, and as we all know, at the Game Awards 2024, a teaser trailer was revealed for a new game coming out this year, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Now, the Sonic Racing series has been on quite a roller coaster throughout the past couple decades. It had many high points, such as 1997's Sonic R on the Sega Saturn, but then things started to take a turn for the worse. But I believe that this new racing game that was just announced can be the redemption of the struggling side series in the Sonic franchise, and I'm going to share with you why I think that is. Quick disclaimer, I won't be discussing the Sonic Racing All-Stars games because I only want to focus on the ones that are specifically about Sonic without the involvement of other Sega franchises. So don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel for even more Sonic content, and without further ado, let's dive in. In the early 90s, Super Mario Kart on the SNES was being very well received by critics and the general public, so Sega decided they wanted to rival Nintendo with their own racing game for Sonic. So they made Sonic Drift for the Game Gear in 1994, and then gave it a sequel in 1995. Overall, these two games were in the meh range in terms of reviews for basically being the exact same game. However, Sega seemed to literally step up their game in 1997 with the release of Sonic R on the Sega Saturn. This game had good graphics for its time, a really catchy soundtrack, and was very well received by fans. In fact, many fans still love it to this day. TJ Davis even did a live performance of the game's songs at the 2024 Sonic Expo. I mean, what else do I need to tell you? Sonic R is a true fan favorite. But then, it all seemed to go downhill from there. In 2006, Sega was celebrating the 15th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, so Sonic Team was instructed to make 3 new games. Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the GBA, which is the most infamous port of Sonic 1 ever, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 for the PS3 and Xbox 360, which was also poorly received because, obviously, and finally Sonic Riders, which did the best out of the 3. Sonic Riders was made to be a sort of reboot for Sonic racing games, and it came out swinging. Every fan loved the gimmick of Sonic and his friends riding on extreme gear, and the trick system was super satisfying to pull off. But when the game got its 2 sequels, it seemed that hope for Sonic racing games started to fade away. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity was deemed okay, but less fun than the first game because of its more automated trick system. And Sonic Free Riders completely killed the Rider series because of the infuriating unresponsive gameplay from the Kinect, only receiving a 45 on Metacritic. Then years later, we got Team Sonic Racing, which was alright, but it was still not the best received Sonic Racing game due to its lack of extra stuff to do. There was no DLC released for this game whatsoever. Because of this, it only received a 7.1 out of 10 on Nintendo Lite. As you can probably tell from this whole backstory I just told you, Sonic Racing games have had many twists and turns, and seem to be on the mediocre side of reviews. Sega was feeling pretty stuck with the Bluebird's position in racing, and didn't seem to know where to go from there. But then, the teaser trailer for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is giving me, and many other fans, the feeling that Sonic Racing games can be redeemed even after all the hate and mediocrity they've dealt with. As you know, the trailer shows Shadow starting up his car and riding into a colorful ring portal. However, if you look very closely, you can see that above Shadow's car is a cloth covering an object that seems to be resemblant of an Extreme Gear hoverboard. We could be getting the option to play in Sonic Rider style in this game, which I think can be very amazing. Part of the fun in video games is the variety of options of things you get to do, and just like picking your car in Mario Kart, it can be very fun to choose between cars and extreme gear in CrossWorlds. Also, the title. How can you describe CrossWorlds? Honestly, my personal speculation is that Sonic, Shadow, and the rest of the gang will be racing each other while traveling across different dimensions in the Sonic universe, such as the Soul Dimension. And if you ask me, Sonic Tubers, including myself, Sam Procrastinates, Games Cage, and Connor X Crash, all reacted in shock when we saw this teaser, and it's for good reason in my opinion. This game could be the game that redeems the Sonic Racing series after it's hit so many roadblocks. No pun intended. So thank you, Sega, for not giving up and pushing yourselves to try and give Sonic fans the best racing experience they can with the blue blur. And there we have it. That's the full story of why I think Sonic Racing CrossWorlds can be the redemption of Sonic Racing games. I hope you all enjoyed this video because I spent a long time writing this script and editing it, so I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you are excited for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds because I certainly know I am. Thank you so much for watching, and that is all I have for now. Until next time, everyone, may the force be with you!